Article 58 of the Constitution provides, the executive authority of Ghana shall vest in the President and shall be exercised in accordance with the provisions of this Constitution. So I agree with you that Mr. President has the prerogative, but that prerogative, as you again said, must be exercised within the ambit of the Constitution, and that is provided for by Article 35, 6B. Mr. Speaker, my observation is well founded. So far, we have had chief executive appointments. These chief executive appointments to state-owned institutions have no regional balance. These appointments have no regional balance. The appointment to ministerial office thus far cannot be said to have a fair representation. I've already argued the gender imbalance. I've already made that argument. I will not go there. We have Western region. We have Central region. We have Greater Accra, which is predominantly made up of Gans and Adangwes. We have Volta region, generally made up of Evers and Norths. How many of them are being appointed into this government? We have Oti region. How many from Oti are getting the opportunity? Mr. Speaker, if you go to Upper West, Northeast, Mr. Speaker, in the Northeast, they are predominantly Mamprushis. Yes, it's a fact. Yes, it's a fact. Are we seeing a representation of them? This is a constitutional requirement. It is in the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, all we are saying is, Mr. President, check the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, maybe I should walk my colleagues through memory lane. When President Kufuor, listen, please, colleagues, we are not just talking. When President Kufuor was in office, I recall, was it his first term or second term? Mr. Speaker, in his first term, it got to a point during the appointment, somebody asked President Kufuor about this same matter, and he said, oh, he's made an appointment to Upper East. In your cabinet, at least there should be a representation from all corners of the country. Upper West, very well, thank you. Mr. President, at the time, therefore, make sure that somebody was appointed to fill a Minister of State.
Kasim Kasanga.
Very well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Professor Kasim Kasanga therefore came in to fill the Lands Ministry. Our friends should listen. You have come into government. Any useful comment you oppose, you are behaving as though you are in opposition. Please listen to us. At least when you first made that first mistake of letting a secretary to president write to us, and we corrected. Now today, Mr. President himself is writing. Mr. Speaker, I would plead with my colleagues that when we make comments, they should convey to the presidency. Honorable Defiameko is now telling us that Mr. President has up to 7,000 appointees to appoint. He says Mr. President has 7,000. Really? So it is no more 60 appointees. Now you are telling us that 7,000. So you are going to appoint 7,000
Honorable leader.
Soldiers.
Thank you.
Let me conclude. he is now saying that we should wait. Early days here, the president is going to appoint 7,000 people. So that we are going to have 7,000 appointees. That is what you are telling us. Mr. Speaker, if that is true, then we'd wait. We'll wait for the 7,000 appointees to come, and then we'll now assess them on whether or not there is a true balance. Because I am looking forward to seeing Ewes, I am looking forward to seeing more Kusasis and Mampusis, Bonjes, Tagombas in this government. I want to see more of them. We don't want one-way appointments.
Thank you, leader.
It should be constitutional. Thank you so much, sir.
A few moments later.
We have government business to do, but I will respond to this gender and Gadangme issue. Because when it comes to gender, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is the best that you can clap for. Because when he was starting, he started with a woman as his vice president. And the woman is there to fight for women and hold the door for women to pass through. Mr. Speaker, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama promised 60 ministers, and he's supposed to take 50% of the ministers from this chamber.
More than 50%.
More than 50 from this chamber.
Yes.
And we have 16 regions. So if even one region is giving two, it will be 32. So if every region is giving 2, and he has given Greater Accra 2, he has not finished with his appointment yet. What is the big deal? Because Honorable Sam George is Dangbe. Honorable Namomo is a Ga. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama lives in a Ga land, and he gives that respect to the Gas and appreciates the vote he got in the Ga land. And he's going to do the needful. So please, Mr. Speaker, let me tell you this story. When a woman is disappointed in his husband, you will see that he assumes talking, every day talking, what is not even necessary to argue about, the woman will be arguing. And this is exactly what is happening to the MPP. This
Thank
is
you.
Exactly what is happening
Thank you
to
very
the
much.
MPP.
Thank you.
Please allow government business to flow.
Thank you.
We have the second batch of the nominees to appoint.
Thank you.
And the motion has been moved. Mr. Speaker, move straight to the debate. 2 year, one leader, making 3-3. Finish. So that President Mahama will get the right people to manage this economy for us. We are ready to reset Ghana. And we are in a hurry to save Ghana from the mess they created. So their plenty talk will not do us anything but sabotage the work of government business. We are pleading with them. They have already exhausted their time, and Ghanaians are not happy, and they voted for us to come and work. So they should allow us to work.